What's up, you guys? My name's Noah. I make music as Haterade here for Sonic Academy. Today we're going to be talking about buildups. I'll show you guys everything you need to know about creating an effective buildup that builds tension and maximizes the impact of your drop. But before we get into that, I want to tell you guys about sonicacademy.com. Sonicacademy.com is an online dance music education platform across all different types of genres from world-class instructors. Go over there and check it out. Okay, so I'm going to play the buildup for this track into the drop, and then we're going to go over each individual element on its own. All right, here we go.
Nobody gonna top this. Ain't nobody gonna.
Now let's take a look at the individual buildup elements. So the first thing I have in the buildup are just these open hats here, and they're the same open hats that I have in the drop, except they're just turned down a little bit. Then I have this reverse crash here. Then we have some more drums right here. We have our kick, and this just goes on each bar, and then it goes to quarter notes here, and then 16ths. Now I chose a kick intentionally that was a little bit softer, that didn't have a really sharp transient, because I wanted to support the buildup. I don't want to take away from the impact of my main kick on the drop. So I wanted to choose something a little bit softer. Then I have these snares. And these snares are just 16th notes, and you can see right here, I've got it pitching up over time. They sound like this. They're being filtered in with this EQ as well. This is a really common build-up technique across all genres of EDM, not just house music. So if you're making dubstep or drum and bass, future bass, whatever, this will work for that too. Then I have a third layer, which is this snare. So all together with those drums, we get up here, and then we finalize here with this clap fill. And I've got a groove applied to this from the Groove Library, the New York Cut one, and I have my timing set to 66%. That just gives a little bit extra bounce. All right, let's move on to the effects. So the effects here, I have this riser, which is just a really simple serum preset, just a sawtooth, default sawtooth here with a bunch of unison, and then it's being filtered in with a low pass filter over 8 bars. It's coming in like that, and that's combined here with this sweep. Both of these together really help to build that tension, because subconsciously when we hear a riser going up, we subconsciously feel like something's about to happen. And that's the purpose of a riser and a sweep. Then on the other side, we have over here a impact like this, and this is led in with this small sweep here. So both of them together, it just sort of transitioned us from the intro into the buildup. Just like that. So with the effects and the drums, it sounds like this. Starts to build that tension. So now let's move on to the synths. Now the synths are probably the biggest part here in the buildup. They fill out the most space. And what I did here is I took that lead synth from the drop, and the lead bass rather, and I filtered it from up here all the way back down. So by the end, we're getting pretty much full spectrum. We're getting a little bit of bass there. And then we have the mix knob on the reverb going from 100% down to, I think it's like roughly like, what is that, 31% there. And that's going to help us, it's going to help us create the illusion that the synth is coming towards us. Again, creating that tension and really building the anticipation for the drop. So that's what this sounds like. And then we have this guy, which is just a really ambient synth. It's just really in the background. And that just lends itself to sort of setting the foundation for this. You almost don't even hear it in the context of the full buildup. It's just there to sort of give us some depth in the mix and really push it way back in the mix. So then we move on to the vocals, which no pre-drop is complete without a vocal. So I've got the first layer, which is an ambient vocal. It sounds like this. And that leads up to our pre-drop vocal, which sounds like this.
Ain't nobody gonna top this.
So that is all the elements in this buildup. So let's play them all one more time. Building that tension, riser, drums start picking up. Then we release it right here.
Ain't nobody gonna top this.
And that's about it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider hitting like on this video and subscribing to Sonic Academy, and go over to sonicacademy.com to check out all of our courses and a bunch more tutorials. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate the support from you guys. If you liked this video, then smash that like button. And if you want to be notified about new content, hit the subscribe and the bell notifications. Peace!